How does the woman who agreed to have anal sex with a man during her period feel? I interviewed 5 women with such experience. Hi everyone, I am Daisy. Today we are going to talk about a more private but realistic topic. The real feelings of a woman who had anal sex for the first time during her period. There is a long-distance couple, Xiao Dao and Dai Kang, who rarely meet each other. After finally meeting, Xiao Dao got her period. Dai Kang had a strong sexual desire, so he didn't say anything at the time. After returning home, he told Xiao Dao on WeChat, "Baby, if you get your period when we meet in the future, let's have anal sex." Xiao Dao was worried and didn't reply immediately. So, what happens to women who agree to anal sex with men during their menstrual period? We interviewed 5 women with such experiences to hear their stories. The first one is the 30-year-old Foshan store owner Ling Chen Bieggua. She has severe menstrual pain. In the past, when she got her period, she helped her boyfriend with oral sex to solve her needs. It took 20 to 30 minutes each time, which was really hard. But because she loves her boyfriend and doesn't want him to feel uncomfortable, she keeps doing it. Later, her boyfriend said that he didn't feel pleasure after oral sex, so he proposed anal sex, saying that it would be comfortable for both of them. She agreed for some reason, but the experience was extremely bad with no pleasure, and every second felt like an age. She refused the second time, and as a result, her boyfriend got furious and went out to find a prostitute. When he came back, he said it was because she didn't let him touch her. Let's look at Anonymous, a 26-year-old employee of a state-owned enterprise in Ningbo. She has a strong sexual desire and has had sexual awareness since junior high school. After meeting her current boyfriend, her boyfriend proposed anal sex for the first time during her menstrual period, and she happily agreed. After trying it, she found that the pleasure was stronger than the traditional way, and she often did it even when she was not menstruating. As a result, one time when she was at work, she had diarrhea and fecal incontinence. She went to the hospital for a checkup. The doctor said that although she was young, her anus was rarely loose, which seriously affected her normal life. She didn't even dare to sneeze casually. Next is our OU Sung Bao Bao, a 29-year-old manager in Xiangman. She is very traditional. If she didn't love her boyfriend too much, she wouldn't even accept premarital sex. Before, she gave her boyfriend oral sex or handjob during her menstrual period. When her boyfriend proposed anal sex, she felt it was perverted and shameful and could not accept it. But her boyfriend used cold violence and brainwashed her, saying that he had checked the information on anal sex during menstruation was fine. Under her boyfriend's constant brainwashing, she compromised. But later her boyfriend went too far and proposed excessive requests, such as shooting sex in videos and threesomes, and her bottom line continued to lower. Her boyfriend always coaxed her and said that he loved her and would marry her. As a result, her boyfriend suddenly broke up at the beginning of this year and soon married a girl from his hometown. He also disliked her for having a threesome with his friends and said that he could not marry her. There is also a 25-year-old Guangzhou nurse, Xiaoyang Bi Yushiju, who has been with her partner for almost 4 years. Over time, the pleasure of sex has decreased, and the two have strong needs. It is even more aggrieved during menstruation, and their relationship is affected. Later, her partner proposed anal sex to try whether it would be more pleasurable and said that it would not hurt to do it during menstruation. She is unearthed and knows the safety and hygiene preparations for anal sex, and the two hit it off. They feel pretty good and more pleasurable than traditional methods. They usually only have anal sex during special periods, not too frequently, and take safety measures. After starting this new sex mode, the relationship has improved. She thinks that as long as it is safe and hygienic, and both of them accept and enjoy it, it is fine. If they cannot accept it, they should not force it. There is no need to resist. Harmony is the most important thing. Finally, Anonymous, a 23-year-old from Qingdao, said that her boyfriend said that men feel uncomfortable when they cannot vent their desires. She couldn't bear it and agreed to anal sex despite her concerns. She wanted to cherish this relationship, so she was willing to compromise on these things. But since the first time, her boyfriend has been addicted. He always asks for anal sex during her period, regardless of whether she has this to match K is willing or not or is dirty. If she says she doesn't want to, he will get angry and blame her for not loving him. Once during her period, she felt uncomfortable and asked her boyfriend to stop, but her boyfriend didn't stop. After that, her period was very heavy, and she changed her sanitary napkin every hour. She still felt uncomfortable down there. She went to the hospital for a checkup and found that her vagina and anus were seriously infected. She was no longer willing to do this, so her boyfriend dumped her, saying that they had different values. Here, I would like to remind everyone that the risks of anal sex are much greater than traditional vaginal insertion. The anus is very fragile. Frequent anal sex may lead to anal relaxation, fecal incontinence, rectal prolapse, anal fissure, and other problems. Moreover, the anus is an excretion channel with many bacteria, microorganisms, and parasites. If the cleaning and safety measures are not in place, it is easy to get infected once it is damaged, and the chance of contracting sexually transmitted diseases is also high. Anal sex during menstruation may also stimulate the rectum and cause uterine contractions, leading to gynecological problems such as heavy menstruation. If you really want to try anal sex, you must take safety and cleaning measures. If you don't want to do it, but just sacrifice yourself to please the other person, you should think twice. People who really love you will not take your health and feelings as a price to satisfy their own desires. Men's sexual desire is not as uncomfortable as they say. If you can't even bear it during the menstrual period, what will you do if you get pregnant in the future? Remember, you must love yourself well. I also want to ask everyone, can you accept anal sex? Can you accept anal sex during menstruation? If you can't accept anal sex no matter how you think, leave a message in the commentary to discuss, and see you next time.